This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Good evening. It is Friday, 9th May 2025. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna. Thank you so much for joining us. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre has pushed back against claims by opposition leader Alan Chasney that he was instrumental in launching the Saint Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival in 1992, questioning the accuracy of Chasney's assertion.
Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre has publicly addressed recent remarks made by the opposition leader Alan Chasney concerning the inception of the Saint Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. In a social media post, Chasney asserting that he played a pivotal role in launching the festival in 1992 during his tenure as Director of Tourism. Responding to the claim, Prime Minister Pierre questioned the accuracy of the statement.
Because I hear all kinds of things. You remember who brought jazz to the people? You remember the castigation that I came under? Remember when I was told that Marshall was only made for demonstrations? We have short memories. When I came up in 1997 with the idea that take jazz to the people, open jazz where the people can attend, I was castigated. I was told Marshall is only made for demonstrations. Remember that? So I take I'm not claiming anything. I'm claiming nothing. All I'm saying is I'm happy that jazz has reached where it is.
The Prime Minister has expressed satisfaction with the latest figures relating to the jazz sector, noting the encouraging trends emerging in recent reports. Emphasizing the broader implications, he underscored the importance of assessing how this culture growth might translate into tangible benefits for the national economy.
Everybody's enjoying it. Every district, every area. What is important is the economic effects, the spillover from the Jazz Festival. I came in yesterday and the airport was packed. Yesterday, the airport was packed. You can't find a self-hired car in this country, a self-driven car. You can't find a hotel room in this country. I'm very happy.
In light of the continued success of the Saint Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival, the Prime Minister has expressed satisfaction with the event's growing impact, acknowledging it as a significant contributor to the island's culture. He further noted the importance of recognizing those responsible for returning jazz to the heart of the Saint Lucian people.
Who wants to take credit? That's their business. All I can tell you is I know how jazz came to the people. Thank you very much.
For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Bissett reporting.
Following the release of a statement by the Ministry of Education on a matter of violence and bullying in schools, the Saint Lucia Teachers Union has also issued their own statement condemning the same and calling for urgency in the handling of such matters.
The Saint Lucia Teachers Union is calling for urgent action on escalating school violence and bullying. According to the union's president, Vern Charles, recent incidents including a troubling altercation involving a parent and a student at a secondary school underscore the growing threats facing both educators and learners.
These incidents are not isolated. They are part of a disturbing trend that includes verbal and physical attacks on students and teachers, peer-on-peer violence, and persistent bullying, both in person and online. This climate of aggression is disrupting learning, it is traumatizing students and staff, and eroding the core values of our education system. The SLTU is therefore calling for swift, decisive, and collective action to ensure the safety and dignity of both students and educators.
With students spending an excess of 8 hours in an educational institution, it is necessary to preserve the safety and sanctity of schools, dismantling the atmosphere of violence and trepidation.
Teachers cannot teach, and students cannot thrive in an environment where fear and intimidation are becoming normalized. No educator or student should feel unsafe at school. Schools must be sanctuaries of learning and growth, not battlegrounds. Our educators are increasingly operating under fear, and our students are being deprived of safe, nurturing environments.
The Teachers Union reaffirms that the safety and well-being of all members of the school community is non-negotiable and is calling on the Ministry of Education, law enforcement agencies, parent-teacher associations, and community leaders to unite in action. This includes a coordinated response, which Charles outlines.
The strengthening of school security and strict enforcement of safety protocols, robust anti-bullying policies, the expansion of mental health and counseling services within all schools, behavior management programs that promote conflict resolution and emotional intelligence, and active parental and community engagement. Violence in schools is a reflection of broader societal challenges, and we must not only treat the symptoms but also address the root causes. We urge all stakeholders to work collaboratively to restore discipline and provide the necessary support systems. The SLTU therefore calls for the development of a national strategy that prioritizes safety, accountability, and respect in all learning environments.
Charles further noted that the SLTU stands in solidarity with all affected students and teachers and will continue to advocate fiercely for their safety, dignity, and right to secure educational instruction. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
2 months after the grand opening of the Castries waterfront anchorage, initial excitement is giving way to cautious reflection as local vendors and small business owners raise concerns about the facility's real impact on trade.
Following the inauguration of the waterfront anchorage in Castries in March 2025, the city's gateway received a notable authentic and infrastructural upgrade. However, just 2 months on, questions are emerging regarding the facility's economic impact on local vendors and small businesses. In conversations with several businesses representatives operating in the vicinity, mixed statements have surfaced about the current state of trade and the extent to which the new development is benefiting the local commercial community.
It's been okay. From the time they opened, it was a bit busy, but now, we got 1-2 customers coming off and on. Yes.
Okay. And any challenges?
Not as yet.
So everything's still just being...
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, it is.
Location is not bad. It is okay. But then the sales are not where it should be as yet. But I'm hoping that it will get better as time goes by. I guess with advertising of the place would make a big difference. Maybe with the directory on the outside, at least people would get a better showcase of what is happening, especially upstairs.
Several vendors operating within the area have raised concerns regarding the inadequate ventilation, particularly in food establishments, citing discomfort and potential health risks. Additionally, heavy rainfall often results in wet flooring throughout the plaza, creating hazardous conditions for patrons. Rishi Joseph, co-owner of the recently inaugurated Sweetums Chill Spot Cafe and Bar, also shared his observations on the current state of the premises.
Customers are actually interested and inquisitive in coming into the building. Actually, what I find a lot happening here is that because a lot of the stores are not open, we don't get the heavy traffic as we should. But you find a lot of persons just coming by, just looking around to see what exactly there is and stuff. Especially, we get a lot from the government buildings, from us in the nearby communities and stuff like that.
As a wave of new businesses begin to open their doors in Anchorage, local vendors are expressing cautious optimism. Many hope that gradually foot traffic will increase, bringing with it much needed boost in customer numbers and economic activity. For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Bissett reporting.
Coming up next, Grizzly MP Kenson Casimir reflects on his tenure and a list of projects still remaining ahead of the next elections. And local artists share what the Jazz and Arts Festival means to them and their careers. The details to these stories and much more when we come back.